morning, y'all. Happy Wednesday, February 13th. Just got through with my one client. It's a rainy day, as you can see on the window. Getting ready to head to my next client. Ran into Walgreens to see if they had any sugar-free goodies. They didn't really have what I wanted or needed, so I didn't get anything. But I'm going to eat my lunch. I'll show you that. Hey, y'all. I'm going to have a Diet Dr. Pepper and coleslaw and a couple better cheddars for lunch. So that's what I'm going to have, y'all. I will talk with you later. Hey guys, I'm getting ready to have some coffee and I'm home from work. I didn't film earlier very much. Just tired. I'm going to get to bed early tonight. Get rid of these sinus bags under my eyes. It's a little cold out today, a little rainy today, but tomorrow's going to be beautiful, so I'm going to have some coffee. Don't feel like eating dinner. I did have ice cream cones. It was Blenda ice cream, so not so bad. But I don't feel like eating dinner. I'm just tired. Sorry, I know that's gonna make a bunch of you yawn. I'm sorry, it happens. So yeah, I'm gonna have my coffee and just relax a little bit and get a shower and get ready for bed and all that fun stuff. So that's all. I don't have anything too exciting going on today. It's a work day. So anyway, alright y'all, remember to live a simple, happy, healthy, tiny life. Talk to you tomorrow. Hey y'all, I am going to be making keto crackers, chips, whatever you want to call them, depending on how crispy you make them. But I've been craving chips because I've been on keto and I usually am not a chip person, so I'm going to make some keto-friendly crackers/chips, and they're going to be garlic parmesan. So let me show you what I'm doing here. Okay, so it calls for 1 tablespoon of butter. I've just had this sitting in here, getting room temperature. 1 tablespoon of butter. And it calls for 1 egg. Make sure there's no shells. You know how I do that. And then it calls for salt, but I'm not doing the salt. Well, yeah, I'll do the salt now. It calls for half a teaspoon of salt. I just eyeball it. Half teaspoon of salt. I'm going to mix this up. Of course, the butter's not going to mix because the egg's cold. And then it calls for 1 3/4. Oops, this thing is usually. Then it calls for 1 3/4 cup of almond flour. Put in 1 cup. I'll mix it up, and then I'll do the 3/4. After I get this all mixed up, I'm going to press this out on parchment paper, flat. This is going to turn into like dough consistency. And there's a 3/4 cup. I'm going to blend this up, and then I'll come back to you as I'm pressing this out. Okay, y'all, this is going to be like a dough consistency. and I am going to go ahead and form this into a dough and put this on my parchment paper. A dough ball, I should say. I'm just going to pour it out on my parchment paper and form it into a dough ball. You can see what I'm doing here. Forming it into a dough ball. Let me wash my hands, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. So I've got it in a dough form. I took a piece of wax paper I'm going to put on top of it because I don't want to waste my parchment paper. And if you don't have a rolling pin, just use a cup. I'm just going to roll this out as flat as possible. Just like you would do pie crust or anything that you make that has a dough. I'm going to roll it out pretty thin. Because I want to make as crispy as crackers as I can get. Alright, y'all. I've got that rolled out. I'm going to roll it out just a tad bit thinner. Just a tad. Center's always thickest anyway. There. Okay. So now it's pretty thin. I'm going to get my pan. Okay, y'all, I put this on the pan. I'm going to pull the wax paper off. And there's what you have. And then I am going to put on my spices. So I'm going to put on garlic, powdered garlic. I've got to turn another light on here, it's too dark. Alright, so I'm going to, still too dark. Got shadow, there we go. I'm going to put some of this garlic powder on here. I love garlic. It's so good for you. Okay, I'm going to put garlic on. You can do fresh garlic if you want. And then I'm going to do Bragg seasoning for the herbs and spices. And then one more thing I'm going to do is put Parmesan cheese on it. And I have it here somewhere. Alright, so now I'm going to put shake Parmesan cheese on it. And there we go. And then it says to bake this in the oven at 350 for 16 minutes. I'm going to bake it and let it get crunchy. And then we'll check back. Before I put it in the oven, I forgot to show you, is you get your pizza cutter. And then you're going to do this before you put it in the oven. Because it will be too hard and crunchy to do it after you pull it out of the oven. So just make squares however big you want. I'm making approximately an inch square. At least throughout the middle. The ends are going to be different sizes, obviously. It's not 100% square. And then you put it in the oven for 16 minutes. Okay, y'all. Sorry it's not focusing. There it goes. Chips I pulled out of the oven. Let's give them a taste test. I think they're cooled. Let's try them. Okay, y'all. Let's give these a try. I'm just going to take one of the little edge pieces and See how they are without anything on them. I think they need more salt. Again, it's the edge pieces that I'm eating, so maybe that's why. I can taste the garlic. Love the garlic. Let's try a piece that's more in towards the center. Pretty good. Needs more salt. And I'm not even a salt person, but it needs more salt. These would be good like dipping in salsa or cheese or a ranch dip or anything like that that you normally dip crackers or chip in. So hopefully this will cure my fix. And they're crunchy, but with a little bit of soft to it. So I pulled them out because they were starting to brown on the edge. But like this edge. But I bet you if you cook them just a little bit longer, they'd be even more crunchy. But they're really good. So, crackers or chips, whatever you want to call them, y'all. Keto style. Alright, y'all. I'm going to close this out. And if I haven't said it already, remember to live a simple, happy, healthy, tiny life.